men don't want to fight back.
Unfortunately, our societal norm has become that men don't want to fight back. Like, I watched a video of a guy in an Uber. He was being choked by a woman from behind, and instead of fighting back, he holds his hands up and is like, I'm not going to touch her. I'm not going to touch her.
Oh, he's afraid.
Because he's like, if I touch her, I'm going to go to jail. And that's not okay.
It's not okay. No, that's not okay.
And we as a society have now put that on men that they can't fight back.
Honey, grow up. Go away. Bleh. I can't do it anymore. It's like gag inducing.
We as women need to normalize men having to put down a security deposit if they want to take us on a date. Because think about it. We have to get our hair, nails, skin, makeup, pick out a cute outfit, all that, right? We take time to get these things done. And then if somebody like bails last minute, then who's out? Us.
Frankly, this is stuff you'd be doing anyway. Because if you weren't going out with him that night, you'd be going out with your girlfriends probably, and you would be doing all that stuff anyway, because instead of going out with him, you'd be on the prowl looking for a man to pay you attention, and you'd want to do all that stuff to get his attention.
Saying that men are choosing not to approach women is a real disrespect to what's happening right now in the actual world of reality. It's like saying to a man, you just didn't put your hand on the stove because you chose not to. Do you understand that the nervous system can only handle so much pain before it finally goes, okay, stop, we've done all we can, we're not going to let you do this anymore? Right now, approaching women for a lot of men just doesn't make any sense. Whatever the rules used to be, they didn't get the update. They didn't get Memo 6.0. And now everything they're doing continues to get worse and worse. Just understand, it's by and large not a lack of desire. It's just a defense mechanism at this point. It isn't choice. It's self-preservation. And then all the other excuses come out to make that choice seem a little bit more digestible. Go in the description, write the word upgrade. I have something free for you. If you're a single man and you're sick of it, I got somewhere where you could get started, and I hope it helps.
And you know, a lot of these guys, they see you. I mean, you can sit up here and ask, why are men ignoring me? Why don't men approach? But men actually do see you. They're not blind. But a lot of men don't want to sit up here and have to guess if you're going to want me to come over. I don't want to sit up here and guess if I'm going to get in trouble. Or, you know, you're going to say something about me and trash me. And in some of these situations, modern women have gotten men kicked out of a gym, kicked out of a club, and all the man did was say, hey, what's going on? Oh, he's harassing me. How? I just said, hey, I even offered you a drink.
It is important to disappoint women because the more a woman likes you, the more that she is interested in you, the more she's going to want more of you. Women don't love like men do. A woman's love is more consumptive. A woman in love wants everything. She wants all of your time, all of your attention. And if she could, she would crawl inside of your head so she could know all your thoughts and feelings. You see this kind of reaction in miniature when women get around babies, like, "Ooh, you're so cute, I could just eat you up." Yeah, it's like, In as many different ways as possible, a woman in love wants to put you inside of her. So that's consumptive feminine love.
What is the problem with black men? We talking about black community. What is y'all problems with single moms? Because y'all hate us.
It's not the fact that men hate single mothers. It's the fact that single mothers come with more. There's more things that a man has to take care of when dealing with a single mother. She's coming with some extra. And some men, whether they want to or not, can make the choice whether they want to deal with it or not. You dig what I'm saying? That's their responsibility. I'm a big, Biz a little. I got more weight than him. I come with more weight. You can choose whether you want to be or skinny. So you got kids. She don't. I choose. I want to got no kids. That is my choice. That is my preference. Now you are not shamed for your preference in men, but a lot of times men are shamed for our preference. We hate you. Y'all hate us. No, that's our preference. Because if a got no kids, he ain't wrong for not wanting a woman that ain't got no kids. That's his preference. So just because you don't fit his preference don't mean that he hates you. Just because you don't like big don't mean you hate me. Somebody like this. Somebody like me.
That was a good answer.
Thank you, man.
Every day some new beefing with my right now, but life still lit. Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip. 5 M's for the kid for ice like that.
A lot of these young ladies, these modern women, are ruining their lives. They're ruining their lives. You out here independent for years, and then suddenly, oh shoot, I want a provider. I want a man that's going to take care of me. All of a sudden, I need a provider. You spend years, your entire 20s posting, oh, well, I don't need no man. I'm strong and independent. Men can't do nothing for me. And now you're 36. You're 46. You're 56. Talk about, I want a man who leads. I want a man who protects and provides. I want a man to really pray and lead me and guide me in the way that I need to go. I'm ready to step into the next phase of my life. It's interesting. Why did it take you until you're 50 years old to see that? And that man has been waiting on you for years. You want to run back to him when you've been dogging him.
It's time for men to recognize being a wife and a mother is a full-time job. So if your wife doesn't have dinner ready on time, write her up. You're her manager. That's your job. If she says she's tired and not in the mood to mess around, let her know that her time off is not approved. That's your job as her manager. If she comes to you crying and says that being a wife and a mother is not fulfilling enough for her, stop her right there. Tell her this could have been an email instead of a face-to-face meeting.
I might have to implement this could have been an email into my household.
Yeah. Anyone try any of these things and report back and let us know how it went for you.
It's another thing you could do with your wife at the house is in terms of managing her is you could approve or deny her expenses.
Yeah. Expenses not approved.
Not approved.
Yeah. I need you to ask.
I'll reimburse you for this one, not this one, this one.
I need to see receipts.
Yeah.
From Jason Aldean's?
Yeah, save your receipts. Yeah.
I'm 36 years old. You ever get to that point in dating where you meet somebody new and they're actually great, and instead of getting excited, you just think to yourself, I gotta do this shit all over again? Not because you missed the last person, that's not even it. You're just exhausted from starting over. Same process of learning somebody's fears, their traumas, their attachment styles, blah fucking blah. Just to wake up one fucking day and realize that this one is not gonna work out either. And after enough times, it's not even heartbreak, it's just emotional fatigue, man. Because part of you still wants intimacy, you still want connection. You want to laugh with somebody, you want to build something together, you want to have somebody next to you. But not just anybody. Not some bullshit just to fill that hole. I'd rather be lonely forever than do that. Because the other part of you is terrified of fake intimacy. Calling somebody over just because you're lonely. Texting somebody you know that you don't even really want. Using somebody as temporary anesthesia so you don't have to sit alone with your thoughts. Honestly, that weird in-between stage might be the most exhausting part of modern dating. Where you crave connection, but you no longer have the energy to pretend. Just me?
And you see a lot of these modern women, God forbid a man would ask any questions about what she brings to the table. Even if they don't say, well, what do you bring to the table? But modern women, they don't mind getting their questions out. You come to a first date, y'all really don't even get to the first date, to be honest. But let's say you do actually get to the first date. You know, the first question, I'm barely sitting down. You ask me about what my firm size is. You're an entrepreneur? Well, what do you do for work? By the time the appetizers come, so how much is in your bank account? You know, she running this credit score by that time. So everything that he needs to tell you, or you want to know, he got to tell you off rip. We don't even need to get to dinner. We don't even need to get to dinner. And I need to know what you got going on. But if I should ask you, okay, what is it that you do? Huh? If I should ask you, you know, how do you contribute in relationships? What? If you can't see my value, then do I even need to be here? I mean, if that's the way you feel, I guess not.
I feel like you have a very high expectation of femininity, which is fine. I don't think that you quite meet the standards of masculinity that I would see. And so I think that it's unfair if you're not going to meet standards of masculinity to have certain standards of femininity.
What are the standards of masculinity?
It goes far beyond like your financial income. I think that men should be fit. I think they should be strong, able to protect. I think that they should be mentally and emotionally able to provide, not short-tempered would be.
I've been super patient this entire show. You guys have been a little feral tonight, not gonna lie. My patience was exhausted. Before the show, we give you guys instructions on our expectations of you. We say don't do sidebar conversations. We say all these things. You guys have been just completely feral. Like if you poke even a really patient person far enough, yeah, they're gonna get frustrated.
You have been a little bit short-tempered. My husband in 15 years has never even raised his voice at me. And I will say I'm kind of difficult. I will give him that.
Oh, well now we're talking about something different. Actually, let's explore this. You're difficult how?
I can have a bit of a temper sometimes.
Interesting. You have the temper, and your husband does what when you have a temper?
He tells me to take a breath and calm down a little bit.
But it's a behavior that you've been with him for 15 years. It seems like your husband has not laid a strong enough boundary in your relationship, which I think would actually indicate a lack of masculinity on your husband's part.
I strongly disagree.
Hold on. Your husband tolerating 15 years of, I have an attitude problem. I'm sorry. That's not masculinity.
He has never raised his voice at me. And the Bible calls for men to treat their women with understanding.
Proverbs 21:19. Better to live in a desert than with a quarreling and nagging wife. You just admitted that you've been, for vast amounts of your marriage, difficult.
Ladies, the results are in. Fresno has the most chivalrous men in California. And see, I always knew this, because Fresno men, we're real respectful. We'll open up the doors for y'all, and no, we won't check you out from behind. No, we won't holler at you like, damn girl, look at all that, let me get at you real quick. Nah, that's not us. And when we take you out on the first date, we'll never invite you back to the house, because we don't have a house to invite you to. You better invite us over to your house. Unless you want to chill in the car, I'll bring out the air freshener. We'll have a grand time. And when it's winter time, it's cold outside, we'll let you use our coats to let other dudes know that you're ours. Like, don't look at my girl, bro. You see her? She got my sweater on. I mean, because you're shivering, and we're chivalrous. Also, we're real progressive. We believe in strong, independent women that pay for their own meals. You got this, baby. You got us, baby. I believe in you. So, California women out there, if you're tired of dealing with the knuckleheads in your town, change your dating location to Fresno, California to find you a true gentleman, baby. Can I spell chivalrous? C-H.
You know, a lot of these modern women are continuing to ask for a traditional man. I want a man that's chivalrous. I want a man that is a complete gentleman, right? I can't seem to find that man. Men keep on walking beside me, behind me, past me. They see me struggling. Why are men doing that? I need to get my stuff on the airplane, my bags down. Men just kept on walking past me. Men pass me while I'm trying to get my stroller up on the stairs. What are they doing? Modern women have cried, hollered, kicked, and screamed. I can do it by myself. Get away from me. I don't need no man's help. Get away. And when a man says, okay, you ain't said nothing but a word, I got other things to do. And that man does that. And so now you're upset because a man, I see you need help, but you told me that you were good. When my friends tell me they're good, I don't pry. I mind my business. And now you've stepped in the role of one of his friends. They want me to leave him alone. I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to check on him, but I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to respect his boundary as a man. And now y'all are being treated like men and you don't like it.
I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating.
You say that like it's something to be proud of.
I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date.
I was about to say that's awesome, but if you've done so much on your own, that doesn't equate automatically to personal growth. More likely self-isolation and an inability to work with others in the face of challenges.
I have not met one person that has made my life significantly easier.
Whoa, is that what some of you guys are thinking? that a relationship is meant to make your life significantly easier? Maybe that is the crux of this whole issue that people are dealing with. Relationships are not supposed to make your life significantly easier. There are parts of relationships that make life, oh my God, so worth living. And there are parts of relationships that make being single easier than being in a relationship because it brings up the parts of you that aren't developed. It brings up this exact thing this woman's talking about, the inability to actually work together as a team, to face challenges, to deal with the moments where you disappoint each other. Or should we all just run for the hills and never bother with relationships if they don't make things completely easier? Do some of you guys actually think that?
Because I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man, a woman never benefits.
And now we kind of come full circle here. If she fully believes that you never benefit as a woman getting into a relationship with a man, then of course you think like this. Your own bias would thus make it impossible for you to have a good relationship because you're already walking in thinking, I lose in this situation. So I guess everything she says makes sense for her. I don't buy any of it, that any of it's real or vulnerable or courageous. I think this is just one of the many ways people deflect and hide and avoid the inevitable risks that come with living a full life.
The thing is, for me, I'm hyper independent.
This is why men don't want to do anything for women anymore. It's not because they're selfish or they don't care or none of that yada yada yada. They're being nonchalant. It's because women are so ungrateful nowadays. Here is a woman who just posted about how grateful she is to have her husband, who, when she called him and said that she needed him, he didn't complain. He got right up and came. As her husband, yes, he's supposed to go see about her, but she just wanted to express how grateful she was to have a loving husband, right? I'm gonna say that again. Yes, as her husband, he was supposed to show up for her, but she wanted to express how grateful she was for her loving husband, right? And all you see in the comments is women talking about, yes, what he's supposed to do. So like bare minimum, yada, yada, yada. Men don't want to do anything for women nowadays because no matter what you do, it's never like enough. You get no praise for what you do. I guarantee if a man posted that video in the reverse, like, oh, my wife did this, they wouldn't be moving like, they wouldn't be talking about it like that. Men just want to feel appreciated, needed and appreciated in a relationship. But women nowadays, like, I don't know what's up in their heads where they just are they're so against showing gratitude for a man. Like, no matter what they do, they refuse to show gratitude, but they'll always point out when you don't do something. Women talk about why don't men yearn anymore? Because if a man yearned, you would call him a weirdo. What are we yearning for? Unappreciative women? There's no reason to yearn for these people. They suck.
And modern women really they want to go back to the era where men used to beg. Men used to yearn a lot more. But, you know, if I don't understand where we're going, if it looks like you don't like me, then what am I begging for? I mean, and even ladies, you watch movies. You're watching these movies. In these movies, these women are showing some sort of interest. And so they might be giving the man the cold shoulder, but they're still showing some sort of, even if it's just a little bit, that man is looking and saying, oh, so there's a chance. And she might not say one way or another. Okay, well, she's not stopping me. Maybe I ought to continue to pursue. But modern women make it very clear today. I said no, leave me alone, get away from me. That's the end of me chasing. That's the end of me begging. I don't need to go any further.
A good man isn't soft. Mm-hmm. He is not convenient, and he sure is not always available for you. A real good man has discipline, right? He has boundaries, and he has priorities of his own that do not shift based on her mood. And guess what? He's not bending his values just because she's upset.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
A good man is not controlling. He creates the order. He doesn't want chaos, arguments, or drama. He wants respect, clarity, and peace. Yeah. And this is where women get it confused. When she's never met a mature man, she will mislabel everything. She'll call him cold because he doesn't tolerate any nonsense. Yeah. She'll call him selfish because he takes care of himself. And she'll call him narcissistic because he refuses to beg for approval. But that's not selfishness. That is maturity. A man who refuses to be drained, used, or manipulated. Good men do not move from insecurity. They move from conviction. They will not ever chase drama. They do not chase attention, and they sure as don't chase validation from women. They build, they lead, and provide structure. And here's a harsh truth. Most women aren't even ready for the responsibility that comes with being with a good man.
Right.
Because a good man isn't an emotional roller coaster. He is not unpredictable, and it's not a game. He is stable, extremely consistent, and has direction.
Right.
And for women addicted to chaos, wounded by the past relationships that they were in, or raised by dysfunction, stability feels boring until she loses it. A good man requires partnership. He requires respect and requires a woman who is emotionally regulated, not reckless with her emotions. That's why so many men get mislabeled. It's why mature men get misunderstood. But stay solid, because good men do not bend, they build, and the right woman will rise to meet with him.
And modern women have this thing to where they're expecting you to do it like they want you to do it, exactly how they want you to do it. It's almost like a performance review. You know what I mean? A performance review. So, and I understand, you know, you have to talk to people and communicate with them. I get it. I understand it. I'm all for it. But modern women, the way they be treating you, it's almost like they think that they're your supervisor. Like they own you. Like you're the employee, they're the boss. That's the way they treat you. Like you don't know anything. You don't know what you're doing. Anything that might be coming out of your mouth hasn't been well thought out, hasn't been planned out. You're an idiot. You're a psychopath. You're aloof. You're obtuse.
All right, here's my tough love dating advice from someone who simply wants the best for you. I've been married for 13 years, and for us, marriage has been hard work, even when we're both trying. So if you're dating someone and it already feels exhausting, confusing, one-sided, or unsafe, it's not a phase. It's confirmation that they aren't your person. And I get it, but I love them. Maybe they could change. I'm not perfect either. I get it. I've said it all. I've heard it all. But healthy relationships aren't built by one emotionally mature person dragging another one into adulthood. You can't turn a dysfunctional relationship into a healthy one by yourself. That's not love. That's self-abandonment dressed up as hope. Love doesn't save and sustain relationships. Effort does. Relationships that make it have playfulness and connection and intimacy. And you can't experience that with someone who has no interest in taking accountability when they mess up, no desire to be vulnerable or hold space for your vulnerability. It just doesn't work. You deserve someone who appreciates you, who feels lucky to be with you, who wants you to feel prioritized. This has nothing to do with perfection. It has everything to do with direction. Ending relationships that are consistently headed in the wrong direction doesn't mean you failed in any way. It means you finally understand that your future peace is worth protecting.
And you see that a lot of these modern women want the perfect man, which I get. It's just that a lot of times you guys don't really bring perfection. You bring chaos. Trouble, stuff that men can't use, stuff that men don't want to be a part of. It almost seems like modern women bring the exact thing that a man doesn't want. Does that make sense? Like, out of all of the things, like say for instance, a man has a list of things that he wants, could tolerate, and then the things that he absolutely cannot tolerate. And she brings none of the things that he wants. Well, you know, she probably looks good. So that's a thing. It's a major thing that he wants. But she's not bringing anything in the middle. I have the looks, but then all this other stuff that you don't want, I'm going to bring. High body count, I'm going to bring that. Instead of just saying, okay, well, you know, there's been a few guys that I've, you know, experimented with. We'll say it like that. You've experimented with the entire town. What am I going to do with that? I mean, unless you're a dude and you've experimented with the entire town, then yeah. And I guess if you like a woman that has experimented with the entire town, then I guess that wouldn't be a problem for you. So, you know, if that's the case, I'm just saying, the things that a lot of men would say, well, you know, I would kind of go this way and I'll kind of leave these things alone. The vast majority of the things that a man would leave alone, these modern women are bringing to the table.
My first date cockblocked me from the hottest firefighter I have ever seen. So I went on a first date with this guy from Hinge, and I know I told you guys I was over Hinge, but I am a liar. I went back and I tried it out, and nope, still over it. We went on a walk, and I literally saw the most beautiful firefighter. So if anyone knows, it was Sunday around 10 a.m. by Seaport Village in San Diego. He's tall, dark hair, blue eyes, and like a sleeve.
I'm sorry, did you want the man that took you on the date to apologize? Because I bet you anything that man just put in a ton of effort into talking to you, to building some sort of connection, and then asking you out on that date that he planned. And here you are making a video complaining about his presence because on that date you saw somebody that you were really attracted to. But at least for that man, you decided to make this video. He will probably see it, and then he will rest assured that he was able to avoid the red flags. Because that woman, like all too many women these days, are becoming very, very bold in displaying their red flags, especially on social media, and thinking that they're not red flags. Like, do you think that the firefighter, even if he's single and sees this, and even if people point out who he is and then you're able to find him, do you think that he's actually going to be interested in a woman that was interested in him on a first date and then made a video claiming that her first date that took her on that date was fucking her? I don't think so, because the chances of him living a peaceful existence with you by his side is probably non-existent.
Modern women seem to have no issue. Not one single issue. I don't have an issue telling a man what he needs to be, where he needs to go, how he needs to dress, what he needs to wear, the whole 9 yards. Got a list of things, a diary of things, a group chat. The notes app is full, and that's one note. They go to another note, say, okay, he's passed maybe 10, 15 things that I want. And now that he's passed these 10, 15 things, here's another 5, 10 things. And now that he's passed those, going into my perfect man, because this was a decent man. Now this is a good man. And now this is a perfect man. And I'm manifesting a perfect man. And now he has to pass, mind you, he's passed what, 10, 15, and now he's down to 5, 10, and now he has to go through 1 to 5 things. Like, you gotta go through 1 to 5 of these things and get him right to be my perfect man. And if you're ultra perfect, this one teensy tiny thing you gotta do. And that's what's clearing a lot of men out of the dating market. They go through the 10 to 15, the 5 to 10, the 1 to 5. But then they say, oh shoot, I'm almost there. Who's going to be that one man? I know he's got to be out there, and I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to let a good man keep me from my husband. And you actually stay single because that man that was actually perfect for you, that performed the things, the 5 things, the top 5 things that you wanted. You say, okay, now there's one thing, that 1%, that 2%. I want that last 2%. It's got to be there. And you've ruined your chances at having a good companion.